So you had FOMO, you've had anything else that you think that's a big thing for you that you're really quite proud that you've overcome, and I guess sticking to your rules is a big one, and discipline to...
Yeah, I think psychology is, I think, and I'm not just saying it because I'm in control of it, but I think that is the key. I think if you can get the psychology dealt with, the trading bit is easy. I think a lot of people struggle with that bit. If you can overcome that, I think you're well on your way to being a successful trader.
Yeah, and what do you mean by psychology? You mean the discipline to stick to your
Yeah, I
plan?
think you've got a plan, you've got a set of rules.
Yeah.
Stick to those rules.
Yeah.
If you're going to start tweaking and messing about with those rules, then it's
not going to end well.
It's not going to end well.
So now, Imran, I know you've got other bits and pieces, and you've got lots going on.
Yeah.
Do you trade? Are you still trading at the moment?
I'm not, to be honest. I'm not trading as often now, simply because I've got my fingers in so many other pies, as you're aware.
Yeah.
And those things, to be fair, are going to give me a good risk to reward ratio.
Yeah.
So I'm concentrating for the next 2 years on those bigger projects that I'm currently undertaking, which will greatly benefit my pension portfolio.
Yeah.
But I've still got the love for trading. It's always going to be there.
Yeah. You think you'll come back?
Yeah, for sure.
Once these are done, you'll be back with a bit of a pot.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, even now, even though I don't actively trade, I still look at the markets.
Yeah.
I know what's going on. I do my homework at night. I think, that'd be good, that would be good.
Yeah.
But because my concentration isn't there, that's why I don't trade. Because for me to put a trade on, I've got to ensure that I'm concentrated 100%. Done my homework, and one key thing for me is I do my homework the night before.
Right, okay.
So I don't.
What does that involve?
So it means scouting the market, looking at previous highs, lows, looking at the market over the last 6 months, 12 months, and even over the last week, just so that I've got an understanding where price is.
Gotcha.
and ensuring that I've made a calculated decision as to which way I'm going to be in the market.
Okay.
And I think, again, a lot of traders don't do that.
No,
they turn their screen on in the morning and decide they're jumping into a trade. They don't know anything about that stock, or market. Whereas I'd like to think, again, I've looked at the market, done my homework. I know highs, I know lows, I know potentially where I want to be in a trade, and potentially where I want to be out of a trade. So all that has been dealt with the night before I go to bed.
Good.
And then in the morning we've got an action plan. So we know these are the levels we need to be entering at, this is where we need to be out at, this is where our stock needs to be. So straight away, again, psychologically, that's been dealt with the night before. Taking
the pressure off you.
Yeah. So for sure we'll be back. Yeah.
I think it's interesting, actually, and something that people can learn from is, at the end of the day, trading is always going to be there. If you've got an opportunity to do something else that is going to make you some money and going to progress you to where you want to be, it's not a problem not trading. It's no big deal. I think a lot of people are like, I have to be trading forever for this. No. Markets are always going to be there. You come back, and also, this is a question which I think I know the answer to. Do you think that having a break actually helps you see things more clearly?
Definitely. One thing I will say, I again realised I couldn't do this full time. I didn't want to sit in front of a screen for hours and hours in a day, and I just realised I could not do this full time. So again, my compromise is that I want to be part of the game. I want to be in the market, but I want to be in part time, at hours that suit me, at times that suit me, at conditions that suit me, and I can be in and out as I wish.
Perfect.
But for me to be involved full time, I think then psychology wouldn't be the way it is. I think emotionally it'd be completely different.
The pressure of it, and
I didn't want to sit there looking at candles going up, down, up, down, up, down.
No, that's it. I think it's that's really interesting, because I think a lot of people think it's all or nothing. And listen, part-time doesn't necessarily mean part-time days. It can be like you're doing,
Yeah.
of several years of another project, then back in the markets maybe for a bit while you're doing something.
I mean, I'm
else.
lucky. I've got my fingers in quite a few pies, so I have different streams of income.
Yeah.
The trading would just be another stream of income, but it's not my sole income, and I'm not relying on it solely. I think again, if you're trying to do this full time and you're going to rely on that to give you a full-time income, for example, if you were working and it was paying you 30,000 a year, to then sit down and expect to earn 30,000 a year from the market, I think again psychologically,
very tricky.
very tricky, a lot of pressure.
All right, so if you had tips for newer traders, beginner traders, what would they be?
So number one, education.
Okay.
Good education. Number two, a diary. Document everything, all types of trades, irrespective of outcome, and how you felt at the time when you took that trade on, why you took the trade. And if you're working in a certain market, I think that's beneficial because you can always go back and look at the trades in that market and understand significantly where things may be going wrong.
So you'd have not only just the kind of operational stuff of highs and lows and trade entry and profit and loss, but also some emotional stuff.
Comments. Why do we enter the market? Or if the trade went against us, but everything was as the rule book was there some external influence?
Right. So just a full commentary, because we tend to forget, don't we? Go back and look at something.
Number three, your account size and risk. The usual rule, no more than 2% of the account on any one trade, and that is a biggie. If you want to be in the game long term, you can have as many trades as you want at 2% of your account size. You'll be in the game a lot longer. If you suddenly turn that percentage up to 10%, 20%, you won't be in the game for long.
Especially if you're a beginner. And
and once you're out of the game, it's too hard to get back in again. At least with a small risk, it might not go in your favour, but over a period of time, if you can discipline yourself and concentrate, that will keep you in the game a lot longer, hopefully eliminating those losses.
So there's a common theme there, isn't there? It's educate yourself on the actual setups and strategies, and also self-educate yourself by being in the game long enough so that you've got your very small risk, so that you can put to practice what perhaps you've learned in a structured environment. You
want 200 or 300 trades from an account, not 20 trades and be out of it and then not able to enter anymore. And again, psychology wise, you think you've had an account with £5,000 in it, it's now no longer any money left in that account. You're going to not have the funds to be able to replenish that account. But again, how are you going to feel?
You're going to feel pretty bad, aren't you?
So,
all right, so let's finish up. Have you got any mega stories, one side or the other? Good ones, bad ones for you that stick in your mind? Good trades, bad trades?
Best trade for me over the last 3 years was a significant one when Donald Trump got voted in as president. On that afternoon evening session, I had a trade on with the Dow Jones, and the trade ran for the first time ever till 4 o'clock in the morning. I was glued in front of my screen.
I remember us communicating.
And I can confidently say that I had taken near enough every single point that was available in that trade on that night, which was in excess of 340 points, which was the best trade ever.
Nice.
And one certainly, that I won't forget very quickly. Amazing feeling in the morning.
A news kind of trade. Anything bad that you remember?
The first 6 months.
Just horrendous.
Horrendous. If I look, in fact, I don't even think I'll be able to access my IG account that far back. But I think if you looked at it, you'd be like, "Oh my God, it's not good reading."
Just brutal.
Brutal.
All right, thanks Imran, thanks for coming.
Thank you, thanks for inviting me, thank you.
If you like this kind of stuff, guys, give me a thumbs up, comments in the comment section below, and we'll hopefully have another interview for you soon. If you're not subscribed, why are you not subscribed yet? We've got more good stuff coming on the channel. Anyway, take care, see you next one, bye bye.
Bye bye.